Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We got the same setup, so we're just going to get right into the next Jumpstart deck that I built. This is the second Yellow Jumpstart deck, and after we look at this, we will be halfway through all the decks that I have built. Again, this was a lot of fun. It was also kind of difficult coming up with all these, but it was a fun experience. Starting off with the eggs, we've got 2 copies of Digimon, which is your turn once per turn. When you use an option card with a cost of 2 or more, draw 1 card from your deck. I know that this is an Agumon-Renomon deck, and this is not a Renomon deck, but this is just one that I felt worked the best. I like the idea of drawing some extra cards, especially because it is not limited to a color. So that means that we could do one of the memory boosts, look at the cards, add some to our hand, throw them underneath, and then activate this one's draw card, because those are 3 cost. Next up, we have got what this deck is surrounded from, but we got Lopmon. So this is a Cherubimon deck that I built. We've got 4 copies of this one. It is a 3 play cost, 0 evolution cost, 2000 DP. Active effect on play if you have 3 or fewer security cards, and Shu Kong Wu Wang in play, recover 1 from your deck. So it's a little much because you got to have both 3 or fewer and Shu Kong Wang in the played. But if you got those, you get to recover 1 from the deck, which I thought was important enough to put that many in there. Then for our other rookies, we got 3 other Lopmon. It was a 3 play cost, 0 evolution cost, 2000 DP. On play, look at the top card of your security stack. You may add that card to your hand to trigger draw 1. So this one, it would essentially allow you to get 2, but you'd have to take 1 from the security and 1 from your deck. I don't ever like doing that, but again, these are all going to be kind of jank, so I don't feel terrible about having her in there. She has no inherited effect. Then we are moving on to our champions, starting off with 2 vanilla copies of Turimon. 6 play cost, 1 evolution cost, 6000 DP. No effects whatsoever. Just an interesting high kick with these strange, like, Tomfa things. I know they're not Tomfas. I don't know what they're called. If you know what they're called, leave it in the comment down below. Let me know. And then for our other champion, we've got this Turimon. We got 3 copies of it. 4 play costs, 3 evolution costs from yellow or green, 4000 DP, is dual color yellow-green. This is kind of what one of the cards that I really wanted to work with this deck, because this one has Digivolve 2 from level 3 with Lopmon or Turimon in its name, and it's got Alliance. So that's kind of what I wanted to do. I wanted to have some Alliance cards in this deck, because we haven't seen Alliance in any other ones, I don't think. So when this Digimon attacks by suspending one of your other Digimon, this Digimon adds the suspended Digimon's DP and gains security attack +1 for the attack. Inherited effect, end of attack, once per turn. If you have another suspended Digimon in play, one of your opponent's Digimon gets +2 or -2000 DP for the turn. So yeah, that one's going on with the Alliance, which, as you'll see, our Megas do have the Alliance ability, so you'll be able to kind of tick down their attack power. And of course, this one immediately says we should pair it with a green deck, because it is dual color yellow-green. So I would give you a little more playability there. Then, moving on to our ultimates, we've got 3 copies of Antilamon from EX2. 7 play cost, 3 evolution cost, 7000 DP. If you have Shu Kong Wang in play, your Lopmon can Digivolve into this card in your hand for a Digivolution cost of 3, ignoring its Digivolution requirements. When attacking once per turn, you may trash the top card of your security stack to unsuspend this Digimon. No inherited effect. So again, I'm not crazy about that, but it could work out. And I wish we could have had more Shu Kong Wang in this deck, but like kind of the rules that I was building with. I didn't want two of the same tamers. So I had to kind of like just be like, there's only one good choice for Shu Kong Wong, so we only got one Shu Kong Wong in the deck, unfortunately. Moving on to the Megas. We've got the EX4 Cherubimon, who is a 12 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost from yellow or green, 12,000 DP. Can Digivolve from yellow or green, is dual color yellow-green. Digivolve 3 from a level 5 with 2 color with green. Has the Alliance ability. When Digivolving or when attacking, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP for the turn for each of your suspended Digimon. So this one's really kind of putting that into place where it's like, alright, suspend some of our Digimon so that this one can be a big beefy beater and attack. And the great thing is that we are using other colors, so like even though this one wants to be paired with green, if we're pairing this deck with a red deck, like a half red deck, they have high attack power. So even if they're at like champion or ultimate, they should be able to give enough of a boost to this one to really let it swing over any mega that might be out. Then we get to the Tamers, and we are starting off with one copy of TK all the way back from BT1. 4 play costs, start of your turn. If you have 2 or fewer memory, set it to 3. On play, search your security stack. Reveal 1 card among it and add it to your hand. If it's a yellow card, recover 1 from your deck. Security, play this card without paying the memory cost. So I really like that, the fact that we can search the entire security stack and just add any card. Like, sure, only with yellow are we going to be able to put 1 back, but that means that in these dual color decks, if there is a card in there that we really need, we can still pull it out. It's not as limited to some of the other ones where it's like, oh, you can only pull a yellow out. So it gives us the chance to pull out anything, but it gives us an extra incentive to only pull out yellow. And then we got our other tamer, which is Shu Kong Wong. 3 play cost. On play, you may play 1 Lotmon from your hand without paying its cost. Start of your turn, if you have 3 or fewer security cards, draw 1 card. Security, play this card without paying its memory cost. I really had wished that there was one of her that had, if your memory is 2 or less, set to 3. There wasn't. I think there's only 2 cards with Shu Kong Wong. It's this one, and then it's the yellow-green one with Henry. And because neither of them have it, and all the other decks have one where if you have 2 or fewer memories, set it to 3, I felt it would have been way too unfair to put 2 copies of this in here and not have one where if you have 2 memory less, set it to 3 to keep that kind of rhythm. Because that would have put you at a very, very harsh disadvantage, in my opinion. So I wasn't going to do it. The alternative would be to put like 2 copies of this or the Henry in one, and that would have done it where it's like, all right, you got 2 different ones, but you don't have that 2 memory less set to 3, which I just did not want to risk doing. Then we got our option cards, starting off with Tactical Retreat, which is the only option card that Viximon can't proc off of in the deck. It is a 1 cost main. Place 1 of your Digimon on top of your security stack face down. Trash all of its Digivolution cards of that Digimon. Security, trigger recovery 1 from the deck. That's it. So this one, it'll allow you to place one of the Digimon back on to the security stack. It will like trash everything beneath it. This is kind of like a Hail Mary kind of card for me. I'm not sure how useful it's going to be, but it's there in case you need to have like exactly 3 security cards or something like that to use it, or to proc a different card. Then, of course, the mandatory yellow memory boost. Again, 3 play costs. Not going to go over all this. If you guys have been watching my videos, you should know what these do. If not, pause the video, read it over, and we will continue. We've got Bifrost next, a 3 play cost. Main, 1 of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP and security attack minus 1 until the end of your opponent's next turn. Security effect, Security, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3,000 DP and security attack -1 for the turn. So yeah, basically same ability. This is going to slow down your opponent, which is great. Even if they've got multiple security hits, like taking a 15 down to a 12, that could be enough to delete them from a security attack. Then we got code cracking for a 4 cost. Main, your opponent may trash the top security card. There's the top security card. If they don't, trigger recover 1 from the deck. No security effect. So that's pretty interesting that this one is one of the ones that didn't have a security effect. It's not added to your hand. If this is in your security stack, you're kind of out of luck, which TK will help with because you could have him pull it out and then recover 1 from the deck. So that would be useful. But yeah, I do like this one because it kind of puts your opponent in a very awkward position where they like, if it's late in game and they've got a few security cards, they're like, ooh, maybe I don't want to give that to you. Maybe I just recover 1 from my deck. If it's early in the game, maybe you do it again and they'll let you recover 1 from the deck. Or they'll be like, whatever, it's still early. I can get rid of 1 of my security cards. And you're already in a winning situation for just 4 memory. Then we've got Megalo Spark for 5. When you would use this card, if you have a yellow tamer in play, reduce the cost by 1. Main, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 8,000 DP until the end of their turn. Security, activate this card's main effect. So again, this one's going to make it real easy to beat over some stuff, especially because you've got Alliance. So you've got Torimon, and then you play down a different Digimon from your hand. Use this one, attack with Torimon to suspend the other one. It gets security attack +1, and it's able to beat over because the opponent's Digimon has minus 8,000. A lot going on for a turn to do that, but with how memory works in these, I have a feeling you're going to have a lot of memory from kind of the jank nature of these decks. Final card for this deck is Heaven's Judgment. It's a 7 play cost. While you have a green tamer, while you have a green Digimon or tamer in play, you may use this card without meeting its color requirements. Main, activate the effect below. For each of your Digimon, for each color your Digimon have, activate it again. One of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 6,000 DP for the turn. Security, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 12,000 DP for the turn. So this one, it's going to be very good in this deck. And yes, I said maybe you want to do yellow-green with this, but this one, maybe you want to push that to a different color. Because you get to activate the effect below for each color your Digimon have activated again. So if you got Torimon or you've got the Cherubimon, that's already 2 activations. If we get paired with another deck that has a Digimon that's like red-blue, that'd be 4 colors. So that'd be minus 24, and you get to activate it. So it's not like one Digimon gets minus 24 and they've only got 18, so you missed that last use. No. You get to activate this one 4 times, so you could do minus 6,000, minus 6,000, minus 6,000, minus 6,000 on 4 different, or you could stack it all on 1 or mix and match. And so that makes this card a lot more powerful than just in a regular format kind of deck, I think. With that, we have looked at the second Yellow Jumpstart deck. Let me know what you guys think of this deck down below in the comments. Do you think that it works out? Are you guys disappointed we couldn't put in a second Shu Kong Wong? Should I have done a completely different yellow one? Leave it in the comments down below. As always, we got to open up a pack. And I got another Exceed Apocalypse here. Let's get right into it and see what we can pull. And starting us off, we got a Gizamon, a Chamblemon, Logramon, Betamon, Palmon X Antibody, Ginryumon, Crabmon, Brachiomon, Canondramon, very cool. Pokemon. We got Hisiarumon. 7 play cost, 4 Digivolution cost, 7,000 DP. Can Digivolve from green or black. Is dual color black-green. Digivolve from level 4 with X antibody or Digipolice trait for a cost of 3. Blocker. All turns. When an effect suspends another Digimon or Tamer, if a Tamer with the Digipolice trait is in this Digimon's Digivolution cards, this Digimon may Digivolve into a Digimon card with the Beast Dragon or Digipolice trait in your hand without paying the cost. Inherited effect. All turns, once per turn. When an effect suspends another Digimon or Tamer, unsuspend one of your Digimon with the Beast Dragon or Digipolice trait. This one would be kind of fun to like build a second deck with and pair it with the Terriermon or with the Lotmon deck, because some of these abilities really kind of jive with it. And we got Salamon. Yo. This one should have been in the last video. Haha. 3 play cost, 0 Digivolution cost, 1,000 DP. Start of your main phase. If you have 3 or more security cards, you may add the top card of your security stack to your hand. If you have 2 or fewer, you may place 1 yellow Digimon card with the vaccine trait from your hand at top or bottom of your security stack. Inherited effect. All turns, once per turn. When a card is removed from your security stack, one of your opponent's Digimon get minus 2,000 DP for the turn. So I didn't put this one in the other deck because it is saying like it's got to be 1 yellow Digimon card with the vaccine trait. And I'm like, for these half decks to be paired with another half deck, this one goes a little too much into its own thing that I was afraid we wouldn't be able to proc with half the deck. So that's why I didn't put that one in there. But with that, we have finished another video. As always, leave comments down below. I'll try and react with them. If you enjoyed this video, give it a good old thumbs up. Hit that like button. If you haven't, please do subscribe. I really do appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. We upload videos on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And as always, until then, I will see you next time.